Hello, geeks and gamers. Oh, now you ruined it. Now I don't want to do it. Hey, my name's Ray. I sometimes podcast with geeks and gamers, and this is our E3 recap show. All right, so this is what's going to happen. After each show, myself and two other unnamed individuals that currently will be going over what happened at each of these presentations. The first was EA. So, joining me here today, you know him, you love him, AA Ron, Aaron Morris. What's up, man?
Hey, man. Hi.
Hi. It's E3 time. It's like
Christmas.
Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas number one. I'm so excited. And then also, not to be forgotten, also loved, he has written up the original recap for EA's press conference already on geeksandgamers.com. Tony, with an I, Sin.
Sin.
Hello, fellas. How's it going?
Great now that you're here.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate you.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, it's a pleasure. I always love being on these things.
This kind of worked out perfect too. We all literally just threw this together like 10 minutes ago. Like, let's
If
do
you
this.
could not tell, yes. But we wanted to give you guys some listening content as well for your E3-ness, because I know not everybody can read everything that comes out and watch every video that comes out. So
Not everybody can read, period.
that is also
Good
true.
point. Good
This is America. Thank you, Donald Glover. So EA, that happened yesterday. They always have something not interesting for us, and then one thing that is interesting for us. And
They like to set the bar low to start things off, you know?
And let's be honest and say that the bar was set really, really low this year to start E3.
I agree.
Not that it was like 100% bad, but it was 90% not good. So let's get right into it. So I would like to say that there were only three good things, four good things that came out of this conference. And just to kind of name them, just right off the top of my head, Sea of Solitude, that was the only thing that was like the true shining, like, okay, this is new and interesting.
Mhm.
We got more Battlefield 5 information, including that there's a Royale mode, which I was excited about. Everybody else kind of groaned and rolled their eyes and booed, whatever. They gave us the name of a new Star Wars game just out of nowhere. Hey, we're working on a Star Wars game about Jedis. Yes, please.
That was basically
thank you.
like the biggest troll ever, too.
was
It's like,
like,
here,
it was.
speculate on this for the next
It's like,
year.
on whatever this might be, and the name might change. Who knows? Like, but yeah, there's a Star Wars game about Jedi finally that's coming out, and then we got more Anthem. That's my four things. So I really like those things. So let's discuss. How'd you guys feel? What'd you like? What didn't you like? Besides Command and Conquer.
Well, I'm going to start off by saying one of the things I was like, I guess if you want to call it one of those crazy predictions like beforehand, one of the things that I was hoping for if I could have had anything happen was at the very end of everything, even though the studio's not, a thing anymore, I would have loved to seen some like new Dead Space thing, like be like, hey, and by the way, we're bringing back Dead Space in this way and some other studios taking it over. And I mean, I guess even if it was like a remaster, re-release of like the original 3 Dead Space games and like some sort of package deal, I still would have been like, oh shit, like buying it, like I'm gonna.
I saw a lot of people actually on Twitter that were like, man, I was just hoping for a Dead Space anything, and I was like, I'm sorry, you're not gonna get that because they have a Star Wars license now,
right?
And they're gonna use that until they can't because that's money.
Did you have anything, Tony, that you were like kind of maybe like hoping for as far as EA goes?
The only thing I was hoping for that I didn't get, and it was a real far off hope. I was hoping for some kind of news on a Mass Effect trilogy remaster.
Oh, you poor no, baby. What is you doing? No,
No,
he needs some milk.
I'm sorry. That's yeah, you're right. That's a pipe dream right now because I think they put all of everybody who was on Mass Effect that stayed on Anthem.
Well, they could have handed it off to somebody else. It's just a remaster,
That's true, but I kind of feel like they left this really bad taste in everybody's mouth with
and that's
drama.
a perfect palate cleanser.
Is it though? Or it's just people gonna be like, oh, this is just a cash grab, you bastards, it's EA, the most evil corporation in America, type stuff. Or did they get the one in the world too? I don't remember.
They got World, I'm pretty sure.
Oh man, see, that's bad. But I mean, I guess so. We will also take a minute to talk about the stuff that a lot of people really care about. By the way, sports. EA is good at that. They're known for those. What did they show? They showed FIFA 19. What they showed the new FIFA.
New FIFA.
Which I mean, I personally have never bought a FIFA game, just
Same.
never. But I know so many people that buy that game
Same.
year after year after year.
Well, now you can go play FIFA 18 free trial for free.
Yeah, what's that? Is that EA? Is that on Access?
No, that's just anyway, and you can just download and play. It's a free trial of the full game. I don't know how long the trial is.
You wanna download it, Ray, and catch these feet? You wanna catch these feet live online with me?
I have a thing about feet, so no. But I'd be willing to give it a shot since it's free. Let's be real about that.
I saw that. Did you guys see that NBA? Was it Live 19?
I was just gonna bring that up.
Was anybody else like looking at the graphics and just thinking like this isn't like a PS2 or even the new like brand new PS3 game? Like they
it's
really
NBA Live.
See, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just thinking like they didn't even give NBA Live like a decent sized slot on their show.
No, there was just a trailer.
They have so little faith in this series going up against the 2K series that they're just like, here's a trailer, here's a release date, and if you want more information, here's a website you can go to.
Basically, it exists for the people that actually care. Here you go.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've got NBA Live 18 on my PS4. It was like $4, and like I had like change sitting there, so I bought it. Never booted it up.
See, I mean, it's like, when was the last time Live was good? I can't even really tell you. I feel like we were children when that game was good last.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably like still an adult, but
you
you were a child. You were a child at the time, yeah.
Whatever. But then they also talked about
Madden.
I think they talked about Madden, but then there was an access pass, was there not?
Yeah. The Origin Access Premiere.
Yes.
Wasn't that their apology to everyone for microtransactions?
That's what
speech. That speech.
No, that's what Battlefield 5 is. That's the apology for microtransactions. They were like, there are no loot boxes in this. You can't pay for power, blah blah blah. So yes, that's a hard stance EA took this year. Is that no microtransactions whatsoever in any of their games because
only cosmetic shit.
Yeah, only cosmetic stuff like Fortnite. So thank you, Fortnite, for saving the industry from microtransactions, because they proved that it could just be cosmetic and you could make billions of dollars. So Fortnite was good for one thing, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that EA that new so it's not their access, it's not the vault.
Well, you get access to the vault.
Well, see, that's also good. Right, so this is separate. Yeah. But you could pay. I think it's like what $100 a year.
I didn't see the pricing.
I didn't look into the price. So somebody correct us, or we'll post it later on. But yeah, I think you pay like $100 a year, and you have access to all of their like AAA games coming out for the year. So instead of spending like $120 US on 2 games, or you could spend $100 once for the year and have access to all their games, including all of the previous titles in the vault on Access.
Yeah, they said it was going to start with Madden 19, which is the first time Madden is on PC in over a decade.
That's kind of crazy. So you PC boys better update your drivers because Madden's coming at you.
It's also cool because, you know, they specifically noted that Battlefield 5 and Anthem were also going to be on there too.
Right, which is, I actually think that's pretty awesome. There's a lot. It's interesting though because I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting tired of there's so many subscriptions. Oh my god! Although this is a good one, but I'm like, man, another one? Come on.
Well, the cool thing wasn't this one the one where they were showing off you could play like on any device?
Yes,
like,
they are. Well, they also
like, on their smartphones and shit.
Mm-hmm. They also they said that they're testing in a very small quantity right now, a kind of like a play anywhere deal, like on any device, from streaming directly from the cloud, as they put it. Which is interesting. And I mean, like, if that's what we're moving forward to just in general, that means that, companies like EA can just go around companies like Sony and Microsoft and put this shit out like from their streaming service, which will be interesting. But we forgot to talk about the most important thing of the show.
Battlefront 2.
Sorry, no, but go ahead.
I'm the Star Wars podcast.
You are. So tell me about it.
I have to get in here just a little bit.
What did they say about Battlefront 2 that is interesting, Tony? Like
Ray is wearing a Star Wars shirt right now.
I am. I just so you know, I do still indeed enjoy Star Wars. So I like that Wonder Woman shirt too.
Thank you.
But I need you to tell me, Tony. I saw 2 yesterday.
We are all wearing very nerdy shirts right now.
I mean, this is a very nerdy show. Listen to what we're talking about.
so like the first like few minutes of the after they talked to Vince Zampella from Respawn about Jedi Fallen Order, the guy took the stage and he basically apologized for like the first 2 minutes about how they didn't get shit right with Battlefront 2, and they wanted to come out full steam ahead, but they had to take a step back and stuff. But then they kind of went over everything that they had fixed, the progression system, adding cosmetics, getting rid of loot boxes and all that shit. But then, they announced there's going to be a new mode with only the hero ships, which is really cool if you're into that kind of thing.
So only the Millennium Falcon.
I'm so sick of the goddamn Millennium Falcon, man. There's after this new content drop, there's going to be 3 versions of the Millennium Falcon in the game. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's the one from the original trilogy with Han and Chewie piloting. Then there's the one from Force Awakens and Last Jedi with Rey and Chewie piloting. And now with the 12th, I think it comes out, it's going to be Lando's version from Solo.
It's the same ship.
They have different powers, but it's I would have totally rather have had a different ship. But
okay,
yeah.
So they still have some apologizing to do. I see.
Right. But the big news was they were going to do a new large scale sandbox mode that sounds a lot like Conquest mode from the original Battlefront games. But the real big news is that we're getting the Clone Wars content everybody's been clamoring over with
not really
their largest map ever created on Geonosis from Attack of the Clones, for those of you who don't know. And we're getting new heroes in General Grievous, Count Dooku, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Anakin Skywalker.
Not Ahsoka.
There's no fucking Ahsoka. I'm so mad.
Excuse me, what did you call me? Sorry. Bless you.
That's pretty cool. I mean, if you're into Battlefront, which I still am, if you listen to the Late Night and Candlelight, we kind of get on there and talk about it a lot. But
when can people listen to that, Tony?
They can listen to it whenever the hell we feel like putting it up.
And where can they find it?
In your face.
They can check it out on Podbean and anywhere else the Geeks and Gamers
iTunes.
iTunes, yeah, on iTunes, yeah, like he said. Yeah, we're up there. I think we've been doing a new episode this week. We did one. The last one we did was all about Solo, a Star Wars story movie. And
I was on there.
Our friend A.A. Ron was on there, as well as Chris Clow. But let's get back to EA E3.
Well, I want to say real quick before we move on to the Battlefield thing. I'm not going to play Battlefront 2. I'm not going to play it until they put a Battle Royale mode in it.
Which, let's be honest, I was very shocked and amazed that they did not announce.
That would be kind of cool, though, like a Star Wars
cool.
Battle Royale mode.
If they were just like, well, F it, let's just do it. Had they just put one in Battlefront, I probably would have been more likely to try that than the rest of the game. I'm just going to be real.
They said that Geonosis map is the largest map they've ever built. Maybe that's trying to point to something.
Maybe, all these Jedi drop onto a field and then some stormtroopers. I think that would be cool.
Is Battlefront 2 still full price?
I believe it's on sale right now for both Xbox and PS4 because they have their big E3 sales going on.
That's true.
Normally, I believe it is full price if you buy it digitally. I think it's down maybe like $49.99 or $39.99 at the store.
Okay.
So we've kind of touched on just about everything that happened at minus not going to talk about Anthem at length and Command and Conquer, the mobile game.
I'm not going to talk about Unravel.
I played it last night.
Okay, so since Aaron wants to go there. So
Tony's just like, wait.
The game of the show, Unravel 2 was announced.
The creator is the most wholesome man on the planet.
He is. He's so sweet. I was like, keep making video games and keep letting him talk on stage, please. Although, so just speaking on that too, I want more studios to put their game developers on stage to talk about their games.
I agree.
Because Sea of Solitude also did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I trust you. I believe you. I want to play your game because you sold me on it. You did. You made this, and so I want to play it.
Because you can feel the passion when they talk about it. You know,
exactly. You can see it, and it's like this is their work. They've been
this has
working
been
on
their
it.
lives for for the past many years. So who better
Mhm.
to talk about it instead of just some exec that's probably had his hands on it for 10 minutes?
Right. And so I really appreciated that. So yes, yeah, you did that right. Please keep doing that. And I want all these other companies to follow suit. Please start letting the people who made these games talk about their games. And not everybody's going to be comfortable doing it, but like there's somebody who worked on their game that is. So
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
please. But yes, Unravel 2. I was talking with a friend of the show, Josh Finney. We were texting back and forth during the conference, and he was like, "I bet this is and it's an available now title." And then,
Damn, he called that?
I mean, there was a leak on Twitter earlier. He thought that I didn't see it, but I let him have it, and I was like, "Oh, good call, Josh." Wink. But yes, they were like, "Oh," and they showed us Unravel 2, and they were like, yes, this game is beautiful, and we love it, and it's available now." I was like, okay.
Yeah, and the only thing that sucks though is like right before you popped in, Aaron and I were talking about it, and apparently it's local co-op only.
Yeah,
That
well,
is
Josh.
correct.
Speaking of Josh Finney, he saved me on that because I
Mhm.
really almost bought it.
Yep.
And then I saw his tweet, and I was like, "Ooh, good save." Because, I mean, I still might, but it definitely changes like my prioritized.
I mean,
game
it's one of those
buying
things where it's like, should they have been more upfront about that? Which I 100% think they should have. They should
Yeah.
have said that. But maybe it was like, I don't know if it was just kind of forgotten or if they just kind of left it up to the excitement of, oh, it's available now, and then people found out about it, which I think is the worst idea out of the two. But yeah, so that means I might definitely buy it and play it with my wife.
Yeah.
But I didn't play the first one because I didn't really care.
I have the first one still. I just never finished it.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
finished it either.
Like,
It
it's
was,
a beautiful
super
game.
cheap.
It's gorgeous, and it seems super cute. It's like modern Kirby, but I don't know. Unless my wife is like, yeah, I want to play that, I'm probably not gonna play it. Mostly because just I have so many other things to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned Sea of Solitude too, man. That game.
Yes, that looks awesome. So a close friend of mine, he was at the E3. Well, no, it was a games developers conference, and she was there, and he was on a team with the lady who made this game, and got to know her. And he saw this game like a few years ago when she was just kind of working on it. Like, this is my pet project, this is what I'm working on. And he said that she was so nervous about talking in front of people. That was one of the things they were working on while they were there, is like talking in front of people about their games. And he said that was it. She was super nervous about that. And as you can see, she fucking nailed it.
Oh yeah. She did
And
great.
he said this game is kind of like her experience with like her like take on like depression and like kind of her journey through it. And I was like, him telling me that got me even more so like I want to check this out.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a purchase for me.
Yes, I want to see that. And I don't know, it's just I feel like to me it was the one thing that stuck out at that whole show.
It was really good. I love the art style. It reminds me a lot of BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, you're right. BioShock Infinite and like Inside. I don't know if you guys played that on Xbox.
I never got to play it now.
Oh man, I need you both to please find some time, sit down and play.
I never
Inside.
played it, but I actually watched someone play through it, like sitting there right next to him while he played through it. So I've seen the whole game.
Guess I got to dust off the old Netflix machine. Now, like 6 months ago, could you imagine me saying that?
No, actually, I really could not. You were a different man 6 months ago. I don't even know who you are.
Long-time listeners of the show that might not know, Tony Sin just recently received a PlayStation 4, so he's on that train now.
Yes, he's on the right side of history.
So I know we're going to keep this like somewhat short, but so Sea of Solitude, I'll just say it's already better than Sea of Thieves, so I'm probably beginning to.
Damn,
he's not wrong.
Island crew.
He is, but I mean, man, Sea of Thieves, you kind of let me down. Although I'm gonna try it again. Like, it's not that I have not completely given up on that game. I'm gonna give it. It's one of those games where I was like, this game will be like way better in like a year.
As soon as Sea of Solitude comes out, Sea of Thieves is going to be Ghost Cheeks.
Wow, don't Ghost Cheek them.
Depression DLC for Sea of Thieves.
Depression DLC.
Moving on.
Get the depression pack. We'll send you the DLC and $5 because of how depressing this is.
Wow. Wow.
So let's talk about Anthem.
Let's talk about the big guy in the room. Yeah, Anthem, the one that we're all here for, and I'm sure everybody's been listening for.
Yes.
Anthem. Can I just get it out of the way? I saw Anthem. I was very hyped for Anthem when we saw it last year because it was so new and different, and it was Iron Man the video game.
Mm-hmm.
My hype has stabilized, and the levels are much lower than they were. I'm
why?
still Anthem. I am still excited about this game, but it's nowhere near the hype that it was because Anthem is not ready yet. It's not, and I really hope they don't rush it. I foresee a delay in this game's future,
Really?
and it will be a good thing.
They're gonna rush it out like they did Andromeda?
I really hope not. Like I hope that they learn the lesson, and that's what I'm worried about. And this is just partly me worried about and kind of having my recovery from the shock that was Andromeda. You know, so because I did not expect Andromeda to be bad.
It wasn't bad.
Andromeda is what I would consider
it was decent.
I would consider Andromeda a bad game. Not so bad that you should not play it, but Andromeda is a bad example of what a video game should be.
When you in the past have said that Andromeda is bad before, I've always taken it as you're not calling it a bad video game. Like
exactly.
The story is bad and everything like that, but just the way it's fucking Mass Effect. There's no reason on earth that game should have came out with bugs, glitches, all sorts of crazy animations and shit. Like
that's
there's no reason. Right. There's no reason for that.
It's bad in comparison to the original trilogy.
Yes, and it's just a bad example of what a video game is now. Like let's be honest.
Mass Effect Andromeda coming out on this gen consoles should have been the equivalent of what God of War 4 is.
It had every chance to be. It's just
it should have been that big of a deal.
Right. And I don't know if you guys have read Blood, Sweat, and Pixels by Jason Schreier. If you get the chance to either pick up the audiobook or if you want, I have a physical copy that I can send one to you. He goes into detail about the development of this game, and it was rough. Like they basically had to throw out everything that they had dreamed about and just kind of had to throw out a game. And that's why we got what we got. So it's but Anthem
doesn't go that route.
Anthem, it looks amazing, and I want to love this game so much. It's just that now I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, I mean, sure. It's normal to be, I think, a little bit optimistic and cautious after BioWare's last game, Andromeda again. But I think it'll be. I think it might get a delay, like you were saying.
Yeah,
because that's.
And I mean, I'm not telling anybody to not be excited about this game because if you saw this, if you look at it, this thing has everything it needs to be amazing. Like the world looks awesome, the suits look amazing, and from what I'm hearing, it plays fantastic. Like the flying and the shooting are great from what the initial impressions we're seeing from people playing it. Finally, it looks great. It's just we still don't know enough. Also, I kind of feel like. They kind of showed us a little bit yesterday, and I was kind of like, okay, like I get it, like I see what you're doing, but then they started saying some things kind of like, yes, we're building this game to add as much content as we want for years, and I'm like, well, how much content is in the initial game?
Yeah, that's true too. And are we going to have to pay for the extra content?
Yes, I'm like, oh, okay, so you're saying things that get me excited, but now I'm also kind of like, oh, okay, well. We'll see how that plays out. So, I don't know. I thought Anthem looks good. Looks great. Sounds good because definitely you're in an Iron Man suit, and that definitely sounded like Jarvis. I'm not going to lie. I was like, that's Jarvis. Like, that's legitimately just Iron Man. And I'm like, that's not a bad thing.
That's so funny because when I was watching it, I was like, that kind of sounds like Paul Bettany. Mm-hmm. The guy that plays Jarvis in Vision.
And I'm sure they were like, when he got into the recording booth, they were like, just be Jarvis.
Right.
But it looks good. I'm excited. They announced what did they say the date was? February 22nd, 2019. Yep. Funny story about that date. That's Days Gone. PlayStation 4 exclusive.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys saw my tweet from last night, but famous parody account CEO Cass Harai was like, yes, we've also announced that Days Gone is coming out on February 22nd, so everybody can play Days Gone when the servers for Anthem immediately go down. I was like, oh no.
He's not wrong though.
He's not wrong. But how you guys feel about Anthem? What did you see that you liked? What did you hear that you didn't like?
Tony, go ahead.
I really liked the whole idea of it being a BioWare game, just because I'm a big BioWare fan. And they stressed that they weren't, just because it's multiplayer, they're not getting rid of what makes a BioWare story a BioWare story. You'll be able there. You'll go out into the world and you'll fight these monsters and do these missions as a team. But then once you get back to your base, that's where your single player content happens. That's where your story is going to move forward. You're going to meet new characters and everything. So that's what really got me excited, because I was kind of worried about that. I was kind of worried that it was going to kind of, one of the biggest games that I've seen this Anthem be compared to is Destiny, and which we all know has almost a non-existent story for the most part. So I was kind of hoping that they weren't gonna do away with story because it's BioWare, and I want that really good BioWare story. So I'm happy to hear that that's still going to be intact in the game. But I did hear there's no romances in Anthem.
That almost made me not want to buy the game, by the way. I play BioWare for my romance options, just saying. No aliens to bang in this game. 0 out of 10.
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying, man. Gotta bang them.
Jeez.
Trying to bang Liara, man.
You can't say that's not one of the best parts of Mass Effect. Just saying.
I just thought this was like a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, where we all say the F word all over the place too.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, Aaron, how'd you feel?
You know what, man? I haven't done enough like research and anything, but just judging off of like what we saw at E3 for Anthem, I'm gonna get it. Like, it looks cool. It had a little look of like a little Titanfall-ish in a way, and a little Destiny-ish in a way, and a little Iron Man-y in a way. So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. What I was telling Tony about before we hit record is, I like in The Division, I liked how you could play that game by yourself if you wanted to, like if you didn't have friends that were on at the same time and everything like that. So I'm hoping that
I had a bad experience by myself.
Yeah. Well, that's the original Division. I mean, you had a better experience when you came back around later to finish it.
That's true. This is true.
So I'm hoping that this is like kind of the same thing where like you don't always have to play, online and stuff like that. So with other people, I mean, but it looks like a cool game, man. I'm glad that they're giving us another original IP. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like it.
Like we've grown this far to expect like really good things from BioWare. So
this is true. All right. So as we wrap up, I want you each to give me your
Bethesda prediction.
Wow, no. Wow.
Well, that's
that show was tonight. Okay. If not tonight, tomorrow. One thing from the EA show that you liked the most.
That's tough. I'm probably going to go with Battlefield, though. Battlefield 5 and the inclusion of Battle Royale mode. All these games are getting Battle Royale. They showed one fucking game that included it this time, okay? Calm the fuck down. One game was announced that's featuring a Battle Royale mode. That doesn't mean every single game has gotten it yet, even though most of them will, except The Last of Us 2 is not getting it.
But The Last of Us 2 is getting a Battle Royale mode. But watch.
Battlefield 5 looks good. I didn't play the last 2 Battlefield games that came out because I just had no interest. This one looks like it's going to bring me back in.
Same.
So I think that I liked what Battlefield 5 showed us more than what Anthem did, just off of like the amount of stuff they showed us. So I'm going, my winner is Battlefield 5 for EA.
Tony?
It's going to be a tie for me.
Star Wars.
Between the Star Wars stuff, especially just a little. It was nice to finally, because we've been hearing about this, the Respawn's working on a Star Wars game for so long, but we had no context, no information at all. So it was good to hear even just the smallest morsel of news on that, just to remind us that it's still there and it does in fact exist. That and Sea of Solitude for sure.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of gonna echo what Aaron said. Battlefield 5 really impressed me. I have not played a Battlefield since Hardline, because I played Hardline for 15 minutes and was just like, wow, this isn't a Battlefield game, and took it back to the store. So I can't wait for this game. It looks fantastic. From what I hear, it plays incredibly well, and it just looks so polished. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, Anthem, I'm still excited about, but Battlefield 5 was like, and Sea of Solitude were like, those were the overall hype moments for me from EA. Well, that about does it for this. We want to kind of try to keep these kind of concise. I know we tried this time. We might do better for the next one.
Next one is Microsoft,
Microsoft.
Which-
I can't-
Ooh,
which I will
Can't
again be
wait.
covering for
I-
gamers.com.
yeah,
Yes.
check for Tony's articles for sure. But I really told myself this time, like, fuck, it's just Microsoft, so whatever. I'm not gonna like, you know, get my hopes up and nothing like that. But I did anyway. I'm like sitting here thinking, like, I want Microsoft to fucking win, man. I want them to pull out a win.
So what? The information we have is 15 world premiere announcements.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess that maybe 4 of those are exclusive. But
Fable?
I feel like it's gonna be a hype show.
Fable.
Fable and Halo
We'll,
6.
we'll talk about this later, but
Oh,
like
God.
it's gonna be a hype show, boys. I want you
Okay.
like we give Microsoft shit, but we also want them to succeed.
Yeah,
So it'll
for
be fun.
sure.
So thank you all for listening to this little short episode or a shortish episode about the EA conference. If you want more of a more direct, more tangible write up of it, look for Tony's article up on geeksandgamers.com right now, and we will see you for the next one, which will be Microsoft. So until then, keep your cheeks close. Okay, bye.
And your ghosts closer.
No, don't
Oh.
keep ghosts close. Get those out of your house.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.